My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about. Please listen carefully. Do not let anything distract you in this sacred hour. Put away every device, quiet every voice around you, and lean into my words with your whole heart. What I am about to speak has been written with divine love and heavenly urgency, crafted specifically for your spirit in this crucial moment. This is not coincidence that you are here. This is not random timing. This is the very moment I have been preparing you for through every season, every trial, every victory you have walked through. I have something critical to reveal to you about where you stand right now in the unfolding of my eternal plan. Please stay with me until the very end. Subscribe to this channel and return daily, for the words I speak in the coming days will be essential for your survival and success in what lies ahead. But right now, in this moment, I need your complete attention. This is the hour I have been warning you about, and how you respond will determine everything. Listen with your spirit, precious one. Listen with every fiber of your being. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about. Do you remember those quiet times when my spirit whispered to your heart about a season that was coming? Do you recall those dreams, those visions, those inner impressions when I showed you glimpses of a time when everything would shift, when the familiar would become foreign, when what seemed stable would shake? That time is now. Precious one, this is not a drill. This is not a rehearsal. This is the actual moment when heaven and earth intersect in your personal history, when the prophetic warnings I have been speaking to your spirit for months, even years, come into full manifestation. The season I prepared you for through every trial, every test, every triumph, it has arrived. You have felt it, haven't you, my child? You have sensed the change in the spiritual atmosphere around you. You have noticed the acceleration of events, the intensity of opposition, the weight of decisions that seem to carry more significance than usual. You have felt the urgency in your spirit that tells you something major is happening, something that will define the trajectory of your future. This is the moment I warned you about when I told you that your faith would be tested like never before. This is the hour I spoke of when I said you would need to choose between the familiar and the promised, between comfort and calling, between safety and significance. This is the time I prepared you for when I taught you to trust my voice above every other voice. The enemy has been building toward this moment too, precious one. He has been studying your patterns, analyzing your weaknesses, preparing his most sophisticated attacks for this very season. He knows that what happens in this moment will determine not just your immediate future, but your eternal impact. He understands that if he can get you to stumble here, he can delay or derail the purposes I have for your life. But listen to me with holy confidence. I have been preparing you for this moment longer than the enemy has been planning against it. Every battle you have fought has been training for this war. Every victory you have won has been preparation for this campaign. Every time you have chosen faith over fear, obedience over comfort, trust over understanding, you have been building the spiritual muscle you need for this defining moment. The river of divine preparation has been flowing through your life, shaping your character, strengthening your faith, deepening your dependence on me. The tests you thought were punishments were actually preparations. The delays you thought were denials were actually divine timing. The struggles you thought were setbacks were actually setups for this breakthrough moment. Do you feel it, my child? Do you sense the weight of destiny in the air around you? Do you recognize the holy tension that comes when heaven is about to move in unprecedented ways? This is not anxiety you are feeling. This is anticipation. This is not fear. This is the trembling that comes when you stand on the edge of miracle territory. The warning I gave you was not to frighten you, but to prepare you. It was not to create anxiety, but to build awareness. It was not to make you afraid, but to make you ready. And you are ready, precious one. You may not feel ready, but feelings are not facts. The fact is, I have been preparing you for this moment since before you were born. This is the moment when everything you have learned about walking by faith will be put to the ultimate test. This is the hour when your knowledge of my character will be transformed into unshakable conviction. This is the time when your relationship with me will move from familiarity to intimacy, from casual to committed, from surface to substance. The angels of heaven have been watching the preparations for this moment with intense interest. They have seen the work I have been doing in your heart, the changes I have been making in your character, the authority I have been building in your spirit. They know that what happens in this season will affect not just your life, but countless other lives that are connected to your destiny. You are not facing this moment alone, my child. I go before you. I surround you. I am with you. The same power that created the universe flows through your veins. The same wisdom that established the foundations of the earth is available to guide your decisions. The same love that sent my son to die for you is covering you right now. This is the moment I warned you about, but it is also the moment I have prepared you for. You are ready. You are equipped. You are anointed. You are covered. What lies ahead is not destruction, it is destiny. What approaches is not defeat, it is victory. What comes is not ending, it is beginning. Speak these words with holy boldness. This is my moment. This is my time. This is what God has prepared me for. I will not shrink back. I will not compromise. I will not fear. I will walk forward in faith, knowing that my God goes before me and my victory is certain. The moment is here, beloved child. The moment I warned you about has arrived. But remember, I warned you not to frighten you, but to prepare you, and you are prepared. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about, and the moment when you would need to recognize my voice above every other voice that will try to guide you. In this season, there will be many voices clamoring for your attention. There will be voices of fear trying to paralyze you, voices of doubt trying to confuse you, voices of compromise trying to seduce you away from my perfect will. But I am speaking to you with prophetic urgency. Your ability to discern my voice in this moment will determine whether you walk into victory or stumble into defeat. This is not a time for spiritual guessing. This is not a season for religious assumptions. This is the hour when intimate knowledge of my voice becomes a matter of life and death, success and failure, breakthrough and breakdown. Listen to me, precious one, and lock this truth deep in your spirit. My voice always brings peace, even when it calls you to difficult places. My voice always carries hope, even when it speaks of challenging circumstances. My voice always produces faith, even when it requires you to step into the unknown. When you hear my voice, something in your spirit recognizes home. The enemy will try to mimic my voice in this season, won't he, my child? He will speak words that sound spiritual, that feel religious, that appear to have biblical foundation. But there will always be fruit that exposes the source. His voice produces fear, confusion, condemnation, and urgency that pushes you to act without seeking me. My voice produces peace, clarity, conviction, and patience that allows you to wait for my perfect timing. This is the moment I warned you about when I told you that many would come in my name, but would not be sent by me. This is the hour when false prophets would arise with messages that tickle the ears but poison the heart. This is the season when popular opinion would stand in direct opposition to kingdom principles, when the majority would choose the wide path, while I call you to the narrow way. The river of divine recognition flows with supernatural discernment, and I am opening your spiritual eyes and ears to perceive what others cannot perceive. You will know things in your spirit before they are revealed in the natural. You will sense danger before it becomes visible. You will recognize opportunity before it becomes obvious. You will discern my will before circumstances confirm it. But recognition requires relationship, my child. You cannot recognize the voice of someone you do not know intimately. You cannot discern the heart of someone whose character you have not studied. You cannot follow the leadership of someone whose ways you have not learned. This is why I have been drawing you into deeper intimacy with me in preparation for this moment. The voice you have been learning to hear in the secret place will be the voice that guides you through the public battles. The peace you have been cultivating in private worship will be the peace that sustains you through public warfare. The faith you have been building in hidden moments will be the faith that moves mountains in the visible realm. Do you feel the sharpening happening in your spirit, precious one? Do you notice how you are becoming more sensitive to my presence, more aware of my movement, more attuned to my whispers? This is not accidental. This is intentional preparation for the moment when split-second discernment will mean the difference between missing and manifesting your destiny. The recognition I am speaking of is not just intellectual, it is spiritual. It is not just mental, it is mystical. It is the deep calling unto deep, the spirit recognizing spirit, the created connecting with creator. When you hear my voice, every cell in your body says yes. Every fiber of your being says home. Every molecule of your spirit says, this is truth. This moment I warned you about will test your ability to stand alone when others fall away. It will challenge your commitment to follow me when following me costs you friendships, opportunities, comfort, and security. It will require you to recognize my voice when my voice calls you to paths that others call foolish, dangerous, or impossible. But I am giving you supernatural recognition that will cut through every deception, every distraction, every false alternative that will be presented to you. You will know what is from me and what is not from me. You will sense what leads to life and what leads to death. You will discern what builds my kingdom and what serves the enemy's agenda. The angels assigned to your destiny are releasing wisdom directly into your spirit right now. They are fine-tuning your spiritual radar. They are sharpening your prophetic senses. They are activating gifts of discernment that have been dormant in your life. You are being equipped with supernatural recognition for supernatural times. Speak these words as a declaration of faith. I know the voice of my shepherd. I will not follow the voice of strangers. I recognize God's voice above every other voice. I discern truth from lies, light from darkness, God's way from man's way. My spiritual eyes are open, my spiritual ears are tuned, my spiritual heart is aligned with heaven. This is the moment I warned you about, my child. The moment when recognition becomes survival, when discernment becomes deliverance, when knowing my voice becomes your lifeline to victory. You are ready to recognize truth. You are equipped to perceive my will. You know my voice, and my voice will lead you safely through whatever lies ahead. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about, the great sifting that would separate the genuine from the counterfeit, the committed from the convenient, the deep from the shallow. You are living in the hour when everything that can be shaken will be shaken, when everything built on sandy foundations will collapse, when everything rooted in human strength will fail. Listen to my voice with holy urgency, precious one. This sifting is not punishment. It is purification. This shaking is not destruction. It is refinement. This testing is not my anger. It is my love ensuring that what remains in your life can withstand the storms that are coming and support the weight of the glory I am about to release. The enemy has infiltrated many areas of your life, hasn't he, my child? He has planted counterfeit relationships that look like friendship but drain your spiritual strength. He has established false priorities that seem important but distract from your true calling. He has created artificial dependencies that appear to provide security but actually make you vulnerable. But this is the moment I warned you about, when I would personally come through your life like a refiner's fire, burning away everything that does not belong, removing everything that hinders your progress, eliminating everything that compromises your authority. What feels like loss is actually liberation. What appears to be ending is actually beginning. What seems like subtraction is actually multiplication. The river of divine sifting is flowing through every area of your existence right now. It is flowing through your relationships, separating those who are truly sent by me from those who are assigned by the enemy. It is flowing through your opportunities, revealing which doors are from heaven and which are traps of hell. It is flowing through your thoughts, distinguishing between my voice and the voice of the adversary. Do you feel the intensity of this process, precious one? Do you sense the supernatural separation that is taking place in your inner circle, your work environment, your ministry connections, even your family dynamics? This is not random drama. This is divine surgery. I am removing cancerous relationships before they become terminal. I am extracting poisonous influences before they become fatal. The people who are leaving your life in this season are not accidents. The opportunities that are closing are not mistakes. The doors that are slamming shut are not disappointments. They are divine interventions, protecting you from paths that would lead to destruction and preserving you for the paths that lead to destiny. But I need you to understand something crucial about this sifting. It will require you to let go of things you thought you needed. It will demand that you release people you thought you couldn't live without. It will ask you to trust me when everything familiar becomes foreign, when everything comfortable becomes challenging, when everything predictable becomes uncertain. This is the moment I warned you about, when your faith would be tested, not by what you lack, but by what you must release. The greatest test of trust is not whether you will believe me to provide what you need. It is whether you will trust me to remove what you don't need, even when that removal causes temporary pain. The sifting extends to the very depths of your heart, my child. I am separating your pure motives from your mixed motives. I am distinguishing between your God-given dreams and your ego-driven ambitions. I am refining your desires until only what aligns with my will remains. This internal sifting is more important than any external sifting, because it determines the foundation upon which your future will be built. Angels of separation are working in your life right now, executing divine assignments to remove every ungodly influence, every unholy alliance, every unfruitful association. They are creating protective barriers around you, establishing holy boundaries that will guard your heart and guide your steps in the season ahead. The sifting process reveals not just what needs to go, but what is meant to stay. The relationships that survive this shaking are ordained by heaven. The opportunities that remain open are appointed by my throne. The dreams that endure this testing are established by my hand. What makes it through the sifting is what I intend to use for my glory. This is why I speak with such urgency about cooperation with the sifting. Resistance prolongs the process, but surrender accelerates the breakthrough. When you fight to hold on to what I am removing, you create unnecessary pain and delay your progress. When you release what I am taking and receive what I am giving, you move quickly into your next season of blessing. The river of sifting carries away everything that would limit your effectiveness, compromise your integrity, or diminish your impact. It removes relationships that drain your anointing, opportunities that dilute your focus, and influences that pollute your spiritual atmosphere. What remains is pure, powerful, and perfectly aligned with my purposes for your life. Speak these words with holy submission. I trust God's sifting process. I release what He is removing. I receive what He is giving. I surrender to His refining fire. I embrace His purification process. What God sifts out, I let go. What God keeps in, I hold fast. I trust His perfect wisdom in all things. This is the moment I warned you about, precious one. The great sifting that separates the precious from the worthless, the eternal from the temporal, the authentic from the artificial. Embrace this process. Trust this process. Cooperate with this process. What emerges from this sifting will be stronger, purer, and more powerful than anything you have ever experienced. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about, when the enemy would launch his most strategic, sophisticated, and relentless attacks against your life, your calling, and your destiny. You have felt the increase in opposition, haven't you, precious one? You have noticed how the battles have intensified, how the spiritual warfare has escalated, how the attacks have become more personal and more persistent. Listen to my voice with divine clarity. This opposition is not a sign that you are failing. It is confirmation that you are advancing. This resistance is not evidence that you are on the wrong path. It is proof that you are on the right path. The enemy only fights what threatens his kingdom, and your obedience to my call is threatening his territory in ways he cannot tolerate. The adversary has been planning this assault for months, even years, my child. He has been studying your habits, analyzing your relationships, identifying your pressure points, and crafting customized attacks designed to exploit your specific vulnerabilities. He knows that if he can stop you in this moment, he can prevent the breakthrough that will establish you in unprecedented levels of authority and influence. But here is what the enemy doesn't understand. I have been preparing you for this battle longer than he has been planning this attack. Every trial you have endured has been training for this war. Every victory you have won has been preparation for this campaign. Every time you have chosen faith over fear, you have been building the spiritual muscle you need to overcome his strategies. The river of strategic opposition flows with three primary currents, and I need you to recognize each one so you can respond with divine wisdom. The first current is the attack on your identity. The enemy will try to convince you that you are not who I say you are, that you don't have what I say you have, that you can't do what I say you can do. The second current is the attack on your relationships. He will try to create division between you and those who are meant to support your calling, misunderstanding between you and those who are assigned to help you, and isolation from those who carry pieces of your destiny puzzle. The third current is the attack on your timing. He will try to rush you into premature action when you should wait, delay you from timely obedience when you should move, and confuse you about seasons when you should be clear about divine timing. Do you recognize these strategies, precious one? Do you see how the enemy has been using these same tactics repeatedly in your life? He is not creative. He is repetitive. He uses the same playbook over and over because it has worked in the past. But this is the moment I warned you about, when his old strategies would lose their power because of the new level of discernment I have given you. The opposition you are facing is spiritual, not just natural. The people who seem to be working against you are not your real enemies. They are being used by your real enemy. The circumstances that appear to be blocking your progress are not random obstacles. They are strategic assignments from hell, designed to discourage your advance toward your destiny. But I am releasing supernatural strategies for supernatural opposition. You will know exactly how to respond to each attack. You will discern the source of each conflict. You will recognize the spiritual root of every problem. You will be given divine tactics that confound the wisdom of the enemy and turn his own weapons against him. The angels assigned to your spiritual warfare are receiving new orders right now. They are being repositioned around your circumstances to provide maximum protection and strategic advantage. They are creating diversions in the enemy's camp, confusion in his ranks, and chaos in his communications. The opposition that seems so coordinated and powerful is about to become disorganized and powerless. This is the moment when your worship becomes warfare, your praise becomes your weapon, your prayers become your shield, and your obedience becomes your sword. The enemy cannot stand against a believer who knows who they are, whose they are, and what authority they carry in the name of Jesus. But I need you to understand something crucial about this opposition. It is temporary. It is intense, but it is not permanent. It is strategic, but it is not successful. It is sophisticated, but it is not superior to my power working through you. The enemy's best shot against you is still no match for my worst day on your behalf. The river of divine protection is flowing around you like a fortress that cannot be breached. The opposition may be strategic, but my strategy is superior. The enemy may be determined, but I am destined to win. The attacks may be personal, but my protection is perfect. Speak these words with warrior confidence. I am not intimidated by the enemy's opposition. I am activated by it. I recognize his strategies, and I respond with God's superior strategies. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every tongue that rises against me in judgment, I condemn. This is my heritage as a servant of the Lord. This is the moment I warned you about, my child. The moment of strategic opposition that would either establish you in victory or attempt to eliminate you from the battle. But you are an overcomer. You are more than a conqueror. You are destined for victory. The opposition is temporary, but your triumph is eternal. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about, when everything would begin to move at supernatural speed, when breakthrough would come like lightning, when years of preparation would culminate in moments of manifestation. You have been waiting, haven't you, precious one? You have been in seasons that felt slow, progress that seemed minimal, answers that appeared delayed. But this is the hour when I accelerate everything. Listen to my voice with holy anticipation. The waiting is over. The season of slow movement has ended. The time of gradual progress has passed. This is the moment when I compress time, when I make up for every year the locusts have eaten, when I restore in moments what the enemy stole over decades. The acceleration has begun, and it will take your breath away. The enemy has been counting on your discouragement over the delays, hasn't he, my child? He has been whispering that my promises are not real, that my timing is not reliable, that my plans for your life have been canceled or changed. He has used the apparent slowness of my movement to create doubt about the certainty of my word, but he has gravely miscalculated the power of divine acceleration. When I decide to move quickly, nothing can slow me down. When I choose to accelerate your breakthrough, no force in hell can apply the brakes. When I activate supernatural speed in your circumstances, the enemy's delays become powerless, his obstacles become stepping stones, and his roadblocks become launching pads for your advancement. The river of divine acceleration is flowing through every area of your life right now. It is touching your finances, your relationships, your health, your ministry, your career, your family. What has been moving at a snail's pace is about to move at the speed of light. What has been developing slowly is about to develop rapidly. What has been taking forever is about to take no time at all. Do you feel the momentum building, precious one? Do you sense the spiritual velocity increasing around your circumstances? Do you notice how opportunities are coming faster, doors are opening quicker, confirmations are arriving more rapidly? This is not coincidence. This is divine acceleration in action. But I need you to understand something crucial about this acceleration. It requires you to move at my pace, not your own. When I accelerate, you must be ready to move quickly. When I open doors rapidly, you must walk through them immediately. When I present opportunities at lightning speed, you must respond with the speed of obedience. The acceleration affects your spiritual growth as well as your external circumstances. Revelation that would normally take years to understand will be downloaded into your spirit in moments. Wisdom that usually requires decades of experience will be imparted to you instantaneously. Maturity that typically develops over time will be accelerated through divine intervention. This is the moment I warned you about, when you would need to trust my timing, even when my timing seems impossibly fast. The human mind wants to process, analyze, and understand before acting. But divine acceleration requires immediate faith, instant obedience, and real-time trust. Hesitation during acceleration can cause you to miss the very breakthrough you have been praying for. Angels of acceleration are being dispatched to every area of your life where delay has been a problem. They are removing invisible barriers that have hindered your progress. They are creating supernatural shortcuts through bureaucratic processes. They are opening express lanes through complicated procedures. They are turning red lights green and making crooked paths straight. The acceleration includes divine connections happening at supernatural speed. People you have been praying to meet will suddenly appear in your life. Relationships that are meant to advance your purpose will form quickly. Mentors who carry keys to your next level will be positioned in your path. Divine appointments will multiply exponentially. Financial acceleration is part of this divine momentum. Resources that have been tied up will be suddenly released. Income streams that have been blocked will begin flowing freely. Opportunities for increase will present themselves rapidly. Provision that has been delayed will arrive ahead of schedule. The windows of heaven are opening, and the blessings are coming down so fast there will not be room enough to contain them. But with great acceleration comes great responsibility, my child. You must be a wise steward of the speed at which I am moving in your life. You must maintain your spiritual disciplines even when everything around you is moving rapidly. You must stay connected to me even when external demands increase dramatically. The river of acceleration carries with it divine protection for high-speed movement. You will not crash under the pressure of rapid advancement. You will not break under the weight of accelerated responsibility. You will not burn out under the intensity of supernatural speed. I am providing supernatural grace for supernatural pace. Speak these words with faith and expectation. I embrace God's divine acceleration. I move at His pace. I respond to His timing. I trust His supernatural speed. I am ready for rapid breakthrough. I am prepared for instant manifestation. I receive accelerated blessing, accelerated growth, accelerated victory. God is making up for lost time in my life. This is the moment I warned you about, precious one. The moment when everything changes at lightning speed, when breakthrough comes like a flood, when acceleration becomes your new reality. Hold on tight. Trust my timing. Move with my spirit. The acceleration has begun and nothing will ever be the same again. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about, when your need would seem impossible to meet through natural means, when your resources would appear insufficient for the task ahead, when conventional wisdom would declare your situation hopeless. But this is also the moment when I demonstrate that my provision transcends every limitation, exceeds every expectation, and operates beyond every natural law. Listen to my voice with unwavering faith, precious one. What looks impossible to human eyes is routine to divine power. What appears insufficient from earthly perspective is abundant from heavenly viewpoint. What seems lacking in the natural realm is overflowing in the spiritual realm. This is the hour when supernatural provision manifests in ways that will astound you and silence every doubter. The enemy has been pointing to your limitations, hasn't he, my child? He has been magnifying your lack, emphasizing your emptiness, highlighting your insufficiency. He has used the appearance of shortage to create anxiety about the future, fear about provision, doubt about my faithfulness. But he has made a critical error. He has forgotten that I am the God of more than enough. The river of supernatural provision is flowing toward you with currents of divine creativity that bypass every traditional channel. I am not limited to your job, your savings account, your investments, or your connections. I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. I possess the wealth of every nation. I control the treasures hidden in darkness and the riches stored in secret places. Do you remember the widow with the oil that never ran out? Do you recall the little boy whose lunch fed thousands? Do you think about the disciples who caught fish with money in their mouths? These were not ancient fairy tales. They were demonstrations of the same supernatural provision that is available to you right now, in this moment. This is the moment I warned you about, when conventional provision would prove inadequate for unconventional calling. The assignment I have given you requires resources beyond what you can generate through normal means. The purpose I have placed on your life demands funding beyond what you can secure through traditional methods. The vision I have birthed in your heart needs backing beyond what you can obtain through conventional channels. But I specialize in providing supernaturally for supernatural assignments. I delight in demonstrating my abundance through impossible circumstances. I take pleasure in confounding the wise with miraculous provision that defies every economic principle and transcends every financial limitation. The supernatural provision coming to you operates through 3 divine streams, my child. The first stream is divine multiplication. I will take what little you have and multiply it beyond your ability to calculate. The second stream is divine creation. I will create resources from nothing, making ways where there is no way. The third stream is divine redirection. I will cause resources that belong to others to be redirected toward your assignment. Angels of provision are receiving orders right now to release financial miracles in your life. They are moving through banks, businesses, and institutions to arrange supernatural transactions on your behalf. They are touching the hearts of people who have never heard your name, but who will be moved to invest in your vision. They are creating coincidences that are actually divine appointments with provision. But I need you to understand something crucial about supernatural provision. It often comes in forms you don't expect, through sources you haven't considered, at times you haven't calculated. My provision may not look like what you thought it would look like. It may not come from where you expected it to come from. It may not arrive when you planned for it to arrive. The supernatural provision includes not just money, but also favor, wisdom, connections, opportunities, and open doors. I will provide supernatural favor with people who can advance your cause. I will grant supernatural wisdom for financial decisions that multiply your resources. I will create supernatural connections with individuals who carry keys to provision. This is the moment when your giving determines your receiving, when your generosity activates my multiplication, when your stewardship of small things qualifies you for great things. The widow gave her last meal to the prophet and experienced supernatural provision for years. The little boy gave his lunch to Jesus and witnessed supernatural multiplication. Your act of faith in giving will trigger my act of power in providing. The river of provision carries with it protection from the spirit of poverty that tries to convince you that lack is your permanent condition. That lying spirit has been broken over your life. The curse of insufficiency has been reversed through the blood of Jesus. The pattern of barely getting by has been shattered by the power of supernatural abundance. But provision requires partnership, precious one. I provide the supernatural, but you must provide the natural. I create the opportunities, but you must walk through the doors. I arrange the connections, but you must build the relationships. I open the channels, but you must flow in them. Supernatural provision flows through natural cooperation. The timing of this provision is perfect. It comes not too early to spoil you, not too late to discourage you, but exactly when you need it to accomplish what I have called you to accomplish. The provision is not just for your comfort, it is for your calling. It is not just for your pleasure, it is for your purpose. It is not just for your blessing, it is for your assignment. Speak these words with absolute confidence. My God supplies all my needs according to his riches in glory. I lack no good thing. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. God is able to make all grace abound toward me. I am blessed to be a blessing. Supernatural provision flows in my life. God provides above and beyond all I can ask or think. This is the moment I warned you about, my child. The moment when supernatural provision would be required, and supernatural provision would be released. Trust my ability to provide. Expect my miraculous intervention. Receive my abundant supply. The provision is coming, and it will be more than enough. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about, when I would step into your situation as your divine advocate, when I would clear your name from every false accusation, when I would restore your reputation from every attack, when I would vindicate your character before those who have misjudged you. The season of allowing others to define you is over. The time of my vindication has come. Listen to my voice with holy expectation, precious one. I have been building a case on your behalf in the courts of heaven. I have been collecting evidence of your faithfulness, documenting your integrity, recording your genuine heart motives. Every tear you have cried over injustice has been bottled. Every prayer you have prayed for vindication has been heard. Every moment you have trusted me instead of defending yourself has been noted. The enemy has been orchestrating a campaign of character assassination against you, hasn't he, my child? He has been using misunderstandings to create wrong impressions, using partial truths to construct complete lies, using isolated incidents to build false narratives about who you are. He has been working through people who don't even realize they are being used to damage your reputation and derail your destiny. But this is the moment I warned you about, when I would arise as your defender, when I would speak louder than your accusers, when I would demonstrate your value before those who have devalued you. I am the God who vindicates the righteous, who exalts the humble, who lifts up those who have been cast down by the false judgments of others. The river of divine vindication flows with supernatural justice that corrects every wrong assessment, reverses every unfair judgment, and exposes every hidden agenda that has been working against you. What has been done in darkness will be brought to light. What has been whispered in secret will be shouted from rooftops. What has been hidden will be revealed. Do you feel the shift beginning, precious one? Do you sense the spiritual atmosphere changing around your reputation? Do you notice how truth is beginning to surface? How facts are coming to light? How people are starting to see things differently? This is not coincidence. This is divine vindication in action. The vindication I am bringing is not just offensive, it is offensive. I am not just clearing your name, I am elevating your status. I am not just restoring your reputation, I am enhancing your influence. I am not just correcting false impressions, I am creating accurate understanding of who you really are and what you are truly called to accomplish. This is the moment when those who have spoken against you will be compelled to speak for you. Those who have criticized your methods will celebrate your results. Those who have questioned your motives will acknowledge your heart. Those who have doubted your calling will recognize your anointing. The vindication will be so complete that even your enemies will be forced to admit that God is with you. Angels of vindication are moving through every sphere of your influence right now. They are touching the hearts of people who have misjudged you, opening their eyes to see truth they have missed. They are creating opportunities for your character to be demonstrated in ways that cannot be disputed. They are arranging circumstances that will showcase your integrity and prove your worth. But I need you to understand something important about this vindication. It comes not through your effort to prove yourself, but through your willingness to let me prove you. The more you try to defend yourself, the less room you give me to defend you. The more you fight for your reputation, the less I can fight for your reputation. Vindication is my job, not yours. The river of vindication flows with divine timing that brings justice at exactly the right moment for maximum impact. If vindication came too early, you would not have developed the character necessary to handle it properly. If it came too late, the damage would be irreversible. But my timing is perfect, and the vindication is coming at precisely the moment when it will accomplish the greatest good. This vindication extends beyond just clearing your name. It includes restoration of everything that was lost during the season of false accusations. Relationships that were damaged will be healed. Opportunities that were blocked will be opened. Resources that were withheld will be released. Doors that were closed because of misunderstanding will swing wide open. The vindication also includes compensation for the pain you have endured during this season of injustice. I am not just restoring what was taken. I am adding blessing upon blessing to make up for the suffering you have experienced. You will not just get back to where you were. You will advance far beyond where you were before the attack began. People who have been distant because of false reports will draw near with apologies and support. Those who have been silent when they should have spoken will find their voices to declare your worth. Individuals who have been influenced by lies will become advocates for truth about your character. The vindication will be public, powerful, and permanent. But this moment also requires forgiveness from you, my child. You cannot walk in divine vindication while harboring unforgiveness toward those who have wronged you. You must release them to me, trusting that I will deal with their hearts while I restore your honor. Forgiveness does not excuse their behavior. It frees you to receive my vindication. The vindication coming to your life will silence the voice of the accuser forever. Every lie he has spoken about you will be exposed as false. Every accusation he has made against you will be proven groundless. Every attempt he has made to destroy your credibility will backfire and establish your credibility even more firmly. This is the moment when your patient endurance of injustice will be rewarded with supernatural justice. Your refusal to retaliate will result in divine retaliation on your behalf. Your choice to trust me instead of taking matters into your own hands will be vindicated as the wisdom of faith. You will see that my way is always better than your way. Speak these words with confident expectation. God is my vindication. He will clear my name. He will restore my reputation. He will expose every lie and establish every truth. I trust His justice. I receive His vindication. I forgive those who have wronged me. I rest in His perfect timing. My vindication is coming, and it will be complete. This is the moment I warned you about, precious one. The moment when divine vindication would silence every false accusation, restore every damaged relationship, and establish your reputation on unshakable truth. Trust my justice. Receive my vindication. Your name is about to be cleared, and your character is about to be confirmed before all who have doubted. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about, when I would strategically reposition you for maximum kingdom impact, when I would move you from where you have been to where you need to be for your next season of breakthrough. You have felt the stirring, haven't you, precious one? You have sensed that change is coming, that movement is imminent, that a divine relocation of your influence is about to take place. Listen to my voice with holy understanding. Positioning is everything in the kingdom of God. Where you stand determines what you see. Where you sit determines what you receive. Where you are positioned determines what you can accomplish. I am the master strategist of the universe, and I am moving you into position for purposes that will astound you. The enemy has been trying to keep you in the wrong position, hasn't he, my child? He has been working to trap you in situations that limit your influence, relationships that drain your anointing, and environments that diminish your effectiveness. He knows that if he can keep you out of position, he can keep you out of your destiny. But his strategy is failing because my strategy is superior. The river of strategic positioning flows with divine intelligence that knows exactly where you need to be for maximum impact. I see the connections you need to make, the platforms you need to access, the territories you need to influence. I am moving chess pieces across the board of your life, arranging circumstances that will place you in precisely the right position at precisely the right time. Do you feel the movement beginning, precious one? Do you sense the shifting taking place in your career, your ministry, your relationships, your living situation? Do you notice how opportunities are opening in some areas while doors are closing in others? This is not random change. This is strategic repositioning orchestrated by divine wisdom. This positioning is not just geographical. It is relational, financial, spiritual, and influential. I am positioning you relationally with people who carry keys to your next level. I am positioning you financially with resources that will fund your calling. I am positioning you spiritually with authority that will advance my kingdom. I am positioning you influentially with platforms that will amplify your voice. The strategic positioning includes removing you from places where you no longer fit and placing you in environments where you will flourish. Some of the changes will feel like loss initially, but they are actually liberation. Some of the transitions will seem like setbacks temporarily, but they are actually setups for comebacks that will exceed your expectations. Angels of positioning are working around the clock to arrange divine appointments, orchestrate meaningful connections, and create perfect timing for your advancement. They are moving through organizations, businesses, churches, and communities to prepare places for you that you don't even know exist yet. Your next position is being prepared while you are being prepared for your next position. But positioning requires cooperation from you, my child. When I say move, you must move. When I say stay, you must stay. When I say go, you must go. When I say wait, you must wait. Strategic positioning is destroyed by premature movement and delayed by resistant stillness. You must move with my timing, not your own. The positioning I am orchestrating will put you in contact with people who have been praying for someone exactly like you. It will place you in situations where your unique gifts are desperately needed. It will connect you with resources that have been waiting for the right steward. It will introduce you to opportunities that seem tailor-made for your calling. This strategic positioning also includes positional authority that comes with your new location. You are not just being moved, you are being promoted. You are not just being relocated, you are being elevated. You are not just changing positions, you are advancing in rank. With new position comes new authority, new responsibility, and new opportunity for kingdom impact. The enemy will try to make you afraid of the changes, won't he, precious one? He will whisper that you are not ready for the new position, that you don't deserve the advancement, that you will fail in the new environment. But these are lies designed to keep you from stepping into what I have prepared for you. You are ready because I have made you ready. You deserve it because I have qualified you. You will succeed because I will make you successful. The river of positioning carries with it divine favor that goes before you to prepare the way. People you have never met will be predisposed to like you. Doors you have never knocked on will open to receive you. Opportunities you have never pursued will pursue you. The favor of God will make crooked places straight and rough places smooth. But with strategic positioning comes strategic responsibility. You will be accountable for how you steward the influence I give you, how you manage the authority I entrust to you, how you use the platform I provide for you. Great positioning requires great character, and I have been developing your character to match your calling. The positioning is also defensive, protecting you from attacks that were planned for your old location. The enemy had strategies prepared for where you were, but he has no strategies for where I am taking you. By repositioning you, I am disrupting his plans and confounding his schemes. Your new position will be a fortress that shields you from old attacks. Speak these words with faith and expectation. I trust God's strategic positioning in my life. I move when He says move. I stay when He says stay. I embrace the changes He is making. I receive the advancement He is giving. I step into the new position with confidence. God is positioning me for purpose, for influence, for kingdom impact. This is the moment I warned you about, my child. The moment when strategic positioning would position you for unprecedented breakthrough, unparalleled influence, and unlimited impact. Trust my strategy. Embrace the positioning. Step into your new place with confidence. Your positioning is perfect and your future is bright. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about, when breakthrough would come like a flood, when barriers would collapse like walls of Jericho, when impossibilities would become realities faster than your mind can process. You have been pressing against invisible walls, haven't you, precious one? You have been pushing through resistance that seemed immovable, battling obstacles that appeared permanent. But this is the hour when breakthrough explodes into your reality. Listen to my voice with explosive faith. The breakthrough you have been praying for, waiting for, believing for is not coming gradually. It is coming suddenly. It is not coming partially. It is coming completely. It is not coming quietly. It is coming with supernatural force that will shake everything around you and establish you in a new dimension of victory. The enemy has been building walls around your breakthrough, hasn't he, my child? He has been constructing barriers designed to block your progress, creating obstacles meant to discourage your advance, establishing resistance intended to wear down your persistence. He has been working overtime to convince you that breakthrough is impossible, that your situation is hopeless, that your prayers are powerless. But this is the moment I warned you about, when my power would demolish every demonic construction, when my might would shatter every satanic strategy, when my strength would destroy every hellish hindrance. The breakthrough is not just coming. It is exploding into existence with such force that even you will be amazed at the magnitude of my intervention. The river of supernatural breakthrough flows with divine dynamite that explodes every limitation, demolishes every restriction, and destroys every hindrance that has stood between you and your destiny. What has been holding you back is about to be blown away. What has been blocking your progress is about to be obliterated. What has been limiting your advancement is about to be annihilated. Do you feel the trembling, precious one? Do you sense the shaking that precedes the breaking? Do you notice the pressure building in the spiritual atmosphere around your circumstances? This is not destruction. This is the birth pains of breakthrough. What feels like everything falling apart is actually everything falling into place. The breakthrough comes in multiple waves, each one more powerful than the last. The first wave breaks through financial barriers, releasing resources that have been trapped, and provision that has been delayed. The second wave breaks through relational walls, restoring connections that have been severed and establishing relationships that have been blocked. The third wave breaks through spiritual limitations, activating gifts that have been dormant and releasing anointing that has been contained. But breakthrough requires your cooperation, my child. When I break down the walls, you must walk through the opening. When I create the pathway, you must take the steps. When I open the door, you must enter the room. Breakthrough without movement is wasted breakthrough. Opportunity without action is meaningless opportunity. Angels of breakthrough are receiving final instructions right now. They are positioning themselves around every barrier in your life, armed with heaven's artillery, ready to execute surgical strikes against every obstacle. The countdown has begun. The breakthrough is imminent. The explosion is about to occur. The supernatural breakthrough includes breakthrough in areas you didn't even know were blocked. Issues you weren't aware were problems will be resolved. Limitations you didn't realize existed will be removed. Hindrances you never identified will be eliminated. The breakthrough is comprehensive, touching every area of your life that needs divine intervention. This is the moment when your faith will be rewarded with tangible results, when your patience will be compensated with visible progress, when your persistence will be crowned with undeniable victory. Everything you have been believing for will manifest. Everything you have been praying about will be answered. Everything you have been hoping for will materialize. The breakthrough creates a domino effect that impacts every area of your life. When one barrier falls, others fall with it. When one limitation is removed, others are eliminated automatically. When one door opens, other doors swing wide. The breakthrough is not isolated. It is integrated, affecting every sphere of your existence. But I need you to be ready for the intensity of sudden breakthrough, precious one. Your life is about to change dramatically and rapidly. Your circumstances are about to shift significantly and swiftly. Your situation is about to improve remarkably and quickly. The breakthrough comes with such force that you must be spiritually, emotionally, and practically prepared for radical transformation. The river of breakthrough carries with it divine protection for rapid advancement. You will not be overwhelmed by the speed of change. You will not be crushed by the weight of new responsibility. You will not be confused by the magnitude of new opportunity. I am providing supernatural grace for supernatural breakthrough. The breakthrough also includes breakthrough for others connected to your destiny. Your family members will experience breakthrough because of your breakthrough. Your friends will witness breakthrough because of your breakthrough. Your ministry connections will receive breakthrough because of your breakthrough. Your breakthrough becomes a catalyst for others' breakthrough. The enemy will try to convince you that the breakthrough is too good to be true, that it cannot last, that there must be a catch. But this is supernatural breakthrough backed by divine guarantee. What I break through stays broken through. What I open stays open. What I establish cannot be shaken. The breakthrough is permanent, not temporary. Speak these words with explosive faith. Breakthrough is here, breakthrough is now, breakthrough is mine. Every wall is falling, every barrier is breaking, every limitation is lifted. I receive supernatural breakthrough in every area of my life. What seemed impossible is becoming possible. What appeared blocked is becoming open. Breakthrough explosion is happening now. This is the moment I warned you about, my child. The moment when supernatural breakthrough would explode into your reality, with such force that everyone around you would know that only God could have done it. Get ready. The breakthrough is here. The breakthrough is now. The breakthrough is yours. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about, when everything would come into divine alignment, when every piece of your life puzzle would fall into perfect place, when every element of your destiny would synchronize in supernatural harmony. You have felt the pieces shifting, haven't you, precious one? You have sensed the cosmic rearrangement, the divine orchestration, the heavenly coordination that is bringing order to what seemed chaotic. Listen to my voice with sacred awe. Alignment is the evidence of my hand at work in your life. When things align, it is because I am aligning them. When circumstances synchronize, it is because I am synchronizing them. When pieces fit together perfectly, it is because I am fitting them together. This is not coincidence. This is divine intervention creating perfect harmony in your existence. The enemy has been working to keep you out of alignment, hasn't he, my child? He has been creating chaos where I intended order, confusion where I designed clarity, conflict where I planned harmony. He knows that when you are in divine alignment, you become unstoppable, unshakable, and undeniable. Alignment activates authority, and authority terrifies him. The river of divine alignment flows with supernatural synchronicity that brings together people, circumstances, opportunities, and resources at exactly the right time for maximum kingdom impact. What has been scattered is being gathered. What has been separated is being connected. What has been fragmented is being unified. Divine alignment is creating perfect timing for perfect breakthrough. Do you see it happening, precious one? Do you notice how the right people are appearing at the right time? Do you observe how the right opportunities are opening at the right moment? Do you recognize how the right resources are becoming available at the right season? This is divine alignment in action, orchestrating your breakthrough with celestial precision. The alignment includes alignment between your calling and your circumstances, your purpose and your provision, your vision and your resources. For too long, there has been disconnection between what I called you to do and what you had available to do it. But alignment is bridging every gap, connecting every dot, and completing every circuit. This is the moment when your internal alignment creates external alignment. The work I have been doing in your heart is now manifesting in your circumstances. The character development you have undergone is now producing environmental transformation. The spiritual growth you have experienced is now generating natural breakthrough. Angels of alignment are working with mathematical precision to coordinate every element of your destiny. They are calculating divine timing, measuring spiritual distance, and calibrating heavenly frequencies to ensure that everything comes together at exactly the right moment. The alignment is so precise that even you will marvel at the perfection of the coordination. But alignment requires your cooperation, my child. You must align your will with my will, your thoughts with my thoughts, your ways with my ways. You cannot be in divine alignment externally while you are out of alignment internally. The outer alignment reflects the inner alignment. As you align with me, everything else aligns with you. The alignment includes relational alignment that connects you with people who complement your calling, support your vision, and accelerate your progress. Toxic relationships that have been draining your energy are being severed. Life-giving relationships that will fuel your destiny are being established. Divine connections are replacing destructive connections. Financial alignment is also part of this divine coordination. Resources that have been scattered are being gathered. Income streams that have been blocked are being opened. Provision that has been delayed is being released. Your financial life is coming into alignment with your spiritual calling, creating harmony between your ministry and your money. The river of alignment flows with perfect timing that brings everything together at the Kairos moment, the appointed time when earth and heaven intersect to produce maximum impact. This is not Chronos time, clock time. This is Kairos time, God's time, when ordinary moments become extraordinary miracles through divine alignment. Geographical alignment is positioning you in the right place at the right time. Where you live, where you work, where you minister, everything is being aligned to maximize your effectiveness and impact. You are being positioned in the sweet spot where your anointing intersects with the greatest need and the greatest opportunity. The alignment also includes alignment between your gifts and your assignment, your talents and your territory, your abilities and your authority. You will no longer feel like a square peg trying to fit into a round hole. You will discover the perfect fit between who you are and what you are called to do. The alignment will feel like coming home. But I need you to recognize the signs of divine alignment so you can cooperate with the process. When things start flowing effortlessly, that is alignment. When doors open without you having to force them, that is alignment. When people respond positively without you having to convince them, that is alignment. When resources appear without you having to manipulate them, that is alignment. The alignment creates momentum that builds upon itself. Each aligned element makes the next alignment easier. Each synchronistic event increases the probability of the next synchronistic event. Each perfect timing creates the foundation for the next perfect timing. Alignment breeds alignment. Speak these words with confident faith. I am in divine alignment. Everything in my life is coming together perfectly. People, circumstances, opportunities, and resources are aligning for my breakthrough. My calling and my circumstances are in harmony. My purpose and my provision are synchronized. I cooperate with God's alignment in my life. This is the moment I warned you about, precious one. The moment when divine alignment would create perfect harmony in your life, perfect timing for your breakthrough, and perfect coordination for your destiny. Trust the alignment. Cooperate with the process. Everything is coming together perfectly because I am putting it together perfectly. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about. The final preparation before your greatest breakthrough. The last stage of refining before your public emergence. The ultimate test before your permanent promotion. You have come so far, precious one. You have endured so much. You have learned so many lessons. But there is one more level of preparation that will complete the process and launch you into your destiny. Listen to my voice with solemn understanding. Final preparation is the most intense because it prepares you for the most significant assignment. Final testing is the most challenging because it qualifies you for the most important position. Final refining is the most thorough because it prepares you for the most public platform. What you experience in this season determines what you can handle in the next season. The enemy has been saving his most sophisticated attacks for this moment, hasn't he, my child? He understands that this is his last opportunity to derail your destiny, his final chance to disqualify you from your calling, his ultimate attempt to prevent you from stepping into the fullness of your purpose. The intensity you feel is not random. It is strategic opposition to strategic preparation. But listen carefully. The same intensity that the enemy intends for your destruction, I am using for your preparation. The pressure he applies to break you, I am using to strengthen you. The heat he generates to melt you, I am using to refine you. The resistance he creates to stop you, I am using to build the spiritual muscle you will need for what lies ahead. The river of final preparation flows with divine precision that addresses every area where strengthening is needed. I am not preparing you generally. I am preparing you specifically for the exact challenges you will face, the precise responsibilities you will carry, the particular authority you will wield in your next season of influence. Do you feel the intensity of this season, precious one? Do you sense the weight of preparation pressing upon your spirit? Do you recognize the holy pressure that is creating diamond-level character in the coal of your humanity? This is not punishment. This is preparation. This is not suffering. This is strengthening. This is not breaking. This is building. The final preparation includes testing of your character under pressure. I must know that you will maintain integrity when no one is watching, demonstrate humility when everyone is praising, show mercy when justice would be easier, extend grace when judgment would be justified. Character is tested not in easy times, but in impossible times. Your faith is being tested to remove every trace of doubt that could sabotage your future effectiveness. I must know that you will believe my word when circumstances contradict it, trust my promises when delays challenge them, maintain hope when situations seem hopeless. Unshakable faith is forged in the furnace of seemingly impossible circumstances. Angels of preparation are working around the clock to create customized scenarios that will develop the exact qualities you need for your assignment. They are orchestrating experiences that will build the specific muscles you will use, teach the particular lessons you will need, and develop the precise skills your calling requires. The preparation is also preparing others for your emergence. While you are being prepared for your destiny is being prepared for you. Platforms are being established, connections are being arranged, resources are being mobilized, and opportunities are being created. The preparation is mutual and simultaneous. But I need you to understand that this final preparation is also your final opportunity to quit. The intensity is so great that many people give up just before breakthrough. The pressure is so intense that many surrender just before victory. The testing is so thorough that many abandon the process just before completion. This is why I speak with such urgency about perseverance in this moment. You have come too far to turn back now. You have invested too much to give up now. You have learned too much to quit now. You have grown too much to stop now. This is the final mile of a marathon, not the beginning of a jog. The river of preparation carries with it divine grace for supernatural endurance. You will not break under the pressure because I am providing breaking-resistant strength. You will not burn out under the intensity because I am supplying heat-resistant energy. You will not give up under the challenge because I am offering quitting-resistant determination. The final preparation is also final purification. Every impure motive is being exposed and extracted. Every selfish ambition is being revealed and removed. Every fleshly agenda is being identified and eliminated. What emerges from this preparation will be pure in heart, clean in motive, and holy in purpose. The completion of final preparation triggers the beginning of public manifestation. When the preparation is complete, the platform appears. When the testing is finished, the promotion arrives. When the refining is done, the responsibility is released. The end of preparation is the beginning of manifestation. This is the moment when your private faithfulness qualifies you for public fruitfulness, when your hidden character prepares you for visible calling, when your secret discipline equips you for public influence. Everything you have done in private is preparing you for what I will do through you in public. The final preparation includes preparation for handling success without losing your soul, managing influence without corrupting your character, and carrying authority without developing pride. Success can be more dangerous than failure if you are not properly prepared for it. Speak these words with determined faith. I embrace God's final preparation. I will not quit before completion. I will not give up before breakthrough. I will not surrender before victory. I trust the process. I endure the pressure. I welcome the preparation. I am being prepared for something great. This is the moment I warned you about, my child. The final preparation that prepares you for your finest hour, your greatest assignment, your most significant impact. Hold on, press through, endure the process. The preparation is almost complete, and the manifestation is about to begin. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about. The culminating moment when everything converges, when all preparation meets divine opportunity, when your destiny steps out of the realm of possibility into the arena of reality. This is not just another moment in time. This is the moment, the Kairos intersection where your faithfulness meets my faithfulness, where your readiness meets my resources, where your calling collides with divine timing. Listen to my voice with every fiber of your being, precious one. This is the moment you were born for. Every breath you have taken has led to this breath. Every step you have walked has led to this step. Every choice you have made has led to this choice. Every prayer you have prayed has led to this prayer. This is your moment of destiny, and it will not come again. The enemy has been trying to convince you that this moment would never come, hasn't he, my child? He has whispered that you missed your chance, that your time has passed, that your opportunity is gone. But he is a liar and the father of lies. This is the moment I ordained before the foundations of the world, the moment I preserved through every attack, the moment I protected through every assault. The river of destiny flows with unstoppable current that carries you from where you have been to where you are meant to be. All resistance falls away in this current. All obstacles are swept aside by this flow. All barriers dissolve in this stream. Nothing can stop the flow of destiny when its time has come, and its time has come. Do you feel it, precious one? Do you sense the convergence of heaven and earth in this sacred moment? Do you recognize the weight of eternity pressing into time? Do you perceive the angels gathering to witness what is about to unfold? This is not ordinary time. This is destiny time, pregnant with possibility and ripe with potential. Your moment of destiny is not just about you. It is about everyone whose life will be touched by your obedience to this moment. The souls who will be saved, the hearts that will be healed, the families that will be restored, the communities that will be transformed, all of this hangs in the balance of how you respond to this moment. This is the moment when every seed you have sown in tears will be reaped in joy. Every sacrifice you have made in secret will be rewarded in public. Every act of faithfulness you have performed in obscurity will be celebrated in prominence. Every tear you have cried in private will become a testimony in public. Angels of destiny are taking their positions around this moment, creating a sacred circle of protection and power. They are releasing supernatural courage for supernatural choices, divine strength for divine challenges, heavenly wisdom for earthly decisions. You are not facing this moment alone. You are surrounded by the host of heaven. But destiny requires decision, my child. You must choose to step into what I have prepared for you. You must decide to embrace what I am offering you. You must determine to become who I have called you to be. Destiny is not automatic. It is activated by faith-filled choice and courageous action. The moment of destiny carries with it divine authority that you have never experienced before. You will speak with new power, act with new confidence, and move with new authority. The anointing for this moment is not the anointing for yesterday. It is fresh oil for fresh assignment, new wine for new wineskins. This is the moment when your identity shifts from becoming to being, from preparation to manifestation, from promise to fulfillment. You are no longer becoming who God called you to be. You are who God called you to be. You are no longer preparing for your destiny. You are walking in your destiny. The river of destiny flows with supernatural speed that accelerates everything connected to your calling. Time will seem to compress as breakthrough upon breakthrough manifests in rapid succession. What took years to develop will take moments to deploy. What took decades to prepare will take days to release. But with great destiny comes great responsibility. You will be accountable for how you steward the authority I give you, how you manage the influence I entrust to you, how you use the platform I provide for you. To whom much is given, much is required. Your destiny is not just privilege, it is responsibility. The moment of destiny is also the moment of divine partnership. I am not just sending you, I am going with you. I am not just commissioning you, I am accompanying you. I am not just anointing you, I am abiding with you. Where you go, I go. What you face, we face together. This is the moment when impossibilities become possibilities, when mountains become molehills, when giants become grasshoppers. The supernatural becomes natural. The miraculous becomes normal. The extraordinary becomes every day. You are stepping into a dimension where I am the primary actor, and you are my willing instrument. The fulfillment of this moment will silence every voice that said you couldn't, vindicate every person who said you could, and confirm every promise I have spoken over your life. Your enemies will know that God is with you. Your friends will see that God is for you. Your family will understand that God has chosen you. This is the moment I warned you about, not to frighten you, but to prepare you, not to overwhelm you, but to equip you, not to discourage you, but to commission you. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your destiny. The final confirmation rings through the halls of heaven. You are ready. You are qualified. You are anointed. You are appointed. You are chosen. You are destined for greatness, and greatness is destined for you. Speak these words with destiny-level faith. This is my moment. This is my time. This is what God prepared me for. I step into my destiny with confidence. I embrace my calling with courage. I walk in my authority with humility. My moment has come, and I will not let it pass. I am ready for what God has prepared for me. My beloved child, this is the moment I warned you about. The moment is here. The time is now. Your destiny awaits.